My name is Eric Gomez. I live here in Dripping Springs, Texas. I am a land use attorney, and I'm also a CEO of an outdoors company that makes fishing rods. I have a wife who is a nurse practitioner. She's on the front lines right now fighting COVID. And I have two kids who Jesus has blessed me with. My background is a background of brokenness, like a lot of people. And my brokenness originated from the very start. Divorce, physical abuse, foster systems. That led me to desperation, um, suicidal thoughts, attempts. And I found Christ in a middle school through a friend. I saw a light emanating from him and his family. I wanted that. I wanted that inclusion. I wanted that love that I saw. And I found out that the source of that was Jesus Christ through them and through their church. So I gave my life to Christ at that time. Found hope, found mission and purpose. Early life is summed up basically by desperate survival, but for what purpose? Why? Why am I struggling? And there's really a social struggle, there's an economic struggle. The social struggle relates to broken family, like a lot of people. But in my situation, our family was broken because of a nasty, nasty divorce, as contentious as it can get. And I was about 4 years old when it started. It lasted till I was about 8. And it was so nasty that we were in emergency shelters with my mom. We were in apartments sleeping on pool furniture. And we were eventually taken from my parents and put in the foster care system. I also got tired of being so poor, so I stole things. I stole a lot of things when I was little. I figured out how to break into people's houses when I was 8 years old, and because I was so tired of being poor and not having anything. Eventually, I tried stealing my life. I tried stealing my life when I was 9, the first time. That lasted till I was about 12. And I have a 9-year-old girl now. And I can't even imagine in her innocence those thoughts coming into her mind. Like, what could lead a 9-year-old kid to want to say, you know what, if this life is pain and brokenness and this is all there is to it, I don't want to be a part of it. And so, I tried hanging myself in my room. I tried pushing knives into my chest. And each time when I was at the 11th hour, when I was leaning over the face of the cliff, I felt this overwhelming love flood into my heart, and I couldn't explain why, that said no, no. And so I didn't. And so I didn't. So I gave my life to Christ. I said, you know what, I am all in. I am all in with this. This is something I can live for. This is worth it. This is who I want to be. After I gave my life to Christ, I had this voice. I had this purpose and mission instantly. It wasn't about my struggles necessarily. It wasn't about my silence. Before Christ, I was silent. I didn't want to speak. I retreated into myself. The world didn't care who I was. They didn't want to hear what I had to say. After Christ, it was like, no, 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 speak. I want to hear what you have to say. And in this period of discovery, God brought me my wife, who was also broken, And it's amazing because, you know, she was my lifesaver at that time. Mary and I have been together for about 20 years. We have a beautiful marriage because I look at her and I say, hey, I'm running after him, Jesus Christ. Do you want to come? And she does the same thing to me. She says, you know what? I'm running after him too. Do you want to come with me? And we hold hands together while we chase after Christ. And that's why our marriage works. So, you know, coming to Christ it is not a prosperity situation. Your life suddenly doesn't become perfect. In fact, a lot of times it gets worse, but it's worth it. It is worth all the struggle and pain and difficulty that you face. And that's the beauty of life with Christ. And after about 25 year journey with him, Jesus has given me a wife, a home, a kids, a career. And although I'm not perfect at all, I'm striving for perfection through him. And that is something that is worth living for.